Hey guys, welcome back. So for this video, I wanted to talk about the 5 things that I don't like about the Lucca M58. So, in honesty, like this machine is phenomenal, and there's so many things that I love about it. And realistically, like the 5 things I'm gonna be mentioning might not even be like things that you aren't concerned with. So, for me, these are just small things that like I noticed and kind of bother me when I get to use the machine. And honestly, I hope like if Clive Coffee could like adjust some of these things to make like future experiences for other people even more like enjoyable. So for me, I these are small things that I noticed that could honestly like maybe impact someone else's experience. But yeah, jumping on to number 1, for me, I noticed that it's specifically with the E61 group head design. If you put a scale, under when you pull a shot, the discharge when you finish the shot, like when you pull the lever down to end the shot, there's a discharge of water that comes out, and it's pretty darn close to where the like USB port is for my scale. And for me, that brings concern about the longevity of the scale that I have, and it's an expensive scale. So for me, I want to like prevent that and not have any damages or issues with it due to water ingress. So that's not necessarily a problem with the machine, but it is like an issue that I noticed with, and probably for a lot of people that would put a scale under that has a USB port on the back side. When you finish a shot, it will discharge water, and probably these droplets over time can damage the scale somehow. And so that's just one thing. But number 2, I noticed that when you finish the shot, the shot timer stops pretty quickly. I feel like by the time I finish the shot and I'm getting ready to steam, the time for the shot already ends. And so for me, if the duration that the shot timer stays on could be longer, that'd be amazing, because like sometimes I want to know how long my shot was for the next time I pull a shot if I need to make changes, and I feel like if I forget, then it becomes an issue. Number 3, I do not like how the double spouted portafilter points to the front rather than to the back, and for the simple reason that like if you're using a tamping mat and you use the edge to tamp, you don't have a point where you can tamp comfortably. You have to have it like on the surface or on a stand, and I don't want to typically use that. And I think most portafilters have the spouts pointed backwards, so you can use a tamping mat correctly. For me, that I don't know why they chose that. I feel like that could easily be changed by positioning the spout backwards rather than forwards, and so on and so forth. The 4th thing that I don't like, and honestly it is like a very stylistic choice, and people might like it, people might not like it, but the surrounding portions of the machine look very mundane, and I feel like it's definitely an understated look. But for me, I'd hope like there would be like a bit more style to it that can I'd hope that it would be a bit more stylish. And so for the 5th thing that I kind of dislike, and it's not specifically for me but for future customers, is not including a milk pitcher. I think not having that, if you don't have one to begin with, would require you to go and buy one, and if you didn't know, then you wouldn't be able to steam milk. So I think just including a milk pitcher would be really beneficial to a lot of people. Although like yeah, maybe people do have milk pitchers, but if you don't, then it could be kind of challenging to get going, because they already give you a tamper, they give you a lot of these accessories, so why not include the milk pitcher so that way you can steam milk right away.